Greetings fellow Decepticons, SoundBlaster1987 here with my Halloween special video for 2025 and also my October monthly vlog for 2025 as well. Today I'll be going over the Disney history of one of the most famous villains in, well, pretty much any fantasy history of all time, Maleficent, the wicked fairy from the Sleeping Beauty franchise and so-called or self-proclaimed Mistress of all Evil. So, the story of Maleficent. This video is going to strictly go over the Disney versions, not the classic fairy tale versions, because although the Brothers Grimm did rewrite the story of Sleeping Beauty with their book Little Briar Rose, their version was not the original storybook. But even then I'll be, going more into details on that in another video, because the Brothers Grimm have been a consistent source material for Disney over the decades. But anyway, Maleficent, in her Disney incarnation, first appeared in 1959's Sleeping Beauty animated movie, one of the Disney classics that, admittedly, I've not actually watched all the way through. I've seen bits of it, but that's beside the point. Maleficent is an evil fairy, cloaked in black and purple, with green skin and a dangerously powerful sense of dark magic, with a talking crow called Diablo constantly perched on her right shoulder as a sort of spy and informant. And there's a crystal ball at the top of her golden scepter which she can use to cast visions of the future to show the consequences of her dark magic for those that cross her. So, Maleficent's first appearance in the 1959 movie was basically to punish King Stephen and Queen Leah for not inviting her to the christening of their new daughter, Princess Aurora. As such, Maleficent placed the following curse upon the child. By the time the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on the spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into death. But the three good fairies, Flora, Fauna and Merriwether, managed to sabotage this curse by rewriting it so that Princess Aurora would just fall asleep for 100 years instead. And in order to avoid the time dilation and such from affecting everyone else, they put the whole kingdom to sleep for 100 years at the same time, to make sure that nobody is the same, so that nobody misses out on anything, memories-wise, while Aurora's out of it. And of course Maleficent turned into a massive black and purple dragon in the final battle of the movie, which ended up being defeated by Prince Philip and his Sword of Truth, so to speak. After this point, Maleficent became a recurring figure in the Disney villains franchise and subculture of basically non-canon gatherings of all of the Disney villains from across different movies, where Maleficent seems to be one of the main leaders of the group. And she made frequent appearances in the Mickey Mouse's House of Mouse cartoon in the early 2000s, as well as being the mother of Dove Cameron's character Mal in the Descendants movies. Maleficent was voiced in the original 1959 Sleeping Beauty movie by Eleanor Audrey, who, of course, has since passed away since that point, and she's had to be recast numerous times by other actors, including Angelina Jolie in the live-action Maleficent and Maleficent Mistress of Evil movies that came out in 2014 and onwards. Maleficent was also a frequent recurring villain in the Kingdom Hearts video game series, as well as Disney Infinity and other Disney-type video games. There was also an action figure of her created by McFarlane Toys for the Disney Mirrorverse video game a couple of years ago. And like I said before, Maleficent is the mother of Mal from the Descendants movies, voiced by Christine Chenoweth in these movies. She was basically the main villain of the first couple of films, trying to manipulate her daughter Mal into basically releasing all of the villains from the Isle of the Lost and causing more chaos, as per usual. And Mal's father was revealed to be Hades in Descendants 3 as well, so obviously there's some inter-movie crossover between villains going on there as well. Hades, of course, being the James Woods portraying god of the underworld from the Disney Hercules movie, in Disney terms anyway. And like I say, there were two live-action Maleficent movies in which Maleficent was portrayed by the legendary Angelina Jolie, whom some of the fans of my channel might also recognise as the voice of Lola from Shark Tale or Master Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, among other things. Again, I haven't watched the Maleficent movies yet, but I do need to get around to that at some point. She was also voiced by Tress MacNeille on the Simpsons Plus Anniversary, Disney Plus Anniversary short a few years ago as well. And Maleficent did make a few appearances in the, darker, grittier Disney live-action drama series Once Upon a Time as well, which again I've not watched properly, but I do need to catch up on that. So, with that being said, that more or less concludes my look back at the Disney incarnation of Maleficent from the Sleeping Beauty franchise. I have been SoundBlaster1987, thanks again for watching. My next vlog monthly video for November 2025 will be going over the history of the Serpentine from LEGO Ninjago. Until then, my next toy review will be the Transformers 1 Loki's Classic Class Megatronus Prime model kit. Until then, till all are one.